Oh yes, the triumphs and tragedies of hot herping. The video we all hate to make, but sadly it does happen. Native wildlife species are fragile. They live in fragile environments out in nature, and things do happen. Unfortunately, Attie, the Crotalus Atrox, appears to have passed away last night, and it seems like her fangs may have gotten hung in a piece of fabric. What do you think of that, Kinkins? And as a result, it sort of pinned her up against the side of her cage, and even though it had a heating pad, apparently she got cold, and as a result, she passed away. And I tried to put her on her heating pad and warm her back up and see if I couldn't resurrect her, but it just didn't work, unfortunately. So usually what I do in an instance like this is I try to evaluate what went wrong, try to figure out what I could have done differently, what I will do differently next time, how the tragedy could have been avoided, you know. And, you know, you live and you learn. Quite often when one of my animals passes, I like to do an autopsy to see if I can determine what caused the problem if I don't know. In this instance it was quite obvious. You know, it was negligence on my part. But now I know better. One of the things I also like to do is just examine the animal. One of the interesting things that I'm just now discovering about Attie is if you look right here, I don't know if you can see it from the camera angle, but Attie actually has two pairs of fangs. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lower fang right here. Here's an upper fang. So that may be the reason she hung up. I don't know. Well, look here. What do we have here? Oh, she has two sets of fangs here too as well on this side. Yep, there's a second fang right there. So hopefully I don't gig myself and wind up in the hospital, but you can see that she really was a beautiful creature, and they're really fascinating to look at. Just all the various colors, how they work, the pits in her nose, her eye structure, the venom glands, just the basic layout of the snake, really amazing. The rattles themselves, you know, just to think about how nature and the evolutionary process must have produced something of this nature. Really interesting to think about. At any rate, you live and you learn, and you try to learn from your mistakes, pick up and keep on going. You don't let a small incident like this set you back. You know, I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. We're just going to keep moving forward. And that's just the way it goes. I'm going to give thanks for what I had and be grateful for it while it lasted. Be grateful for what I learned.